It's game week for the University of North Alabama volleyball team, getting set to open up the 2018 campaign, catching up with UNA head volleyball coach Bob White. And, Coach, you guys have been practicing a week or two now to this point. How have things been progressing?
Well, it's our last day of preseason, so I think at an amazing rate, all things considered, to bring in the number of new athletes that we brought in from 3 different countries and to mesh. I think that's one of the important things that we've seen so far is them coming together, starting to build chemistry, creating a culture of excellence and helping them see that and understand that moving forward. But a lot of positives, very few negatives right now. Negatives would be a couple injuries, but outside of that, moving forward at a rate that I think is positive for us, and the fact that we're so new.
You guys had an exhibition game this past weekend against UT Martin, a team in the Ohio Valley Conference, a 3-1 win. What were your takeaways? What did you like from the contest?
Well, that's a huge confidence builder for us. That's an established Division I program. The coach there has done a terrific job. She's in her 4th year, so she had some head start, I think, on us as far as her personnel, and her squad was pretty much veterans at key positions, and so we went in with a really young squad, and all things considered, we have 3 seniors, 2 middles, and a setter, but outside of that, most of our team is freshmen and sophomores. Super proud of how our outsides stepped up. Christina and Sophia. Christina's a sophomore. Sophia is a freshman. One of the things you have to do at any level, Division I or whatever level, is win that outside hitter battle, and they did. They led our team in kills and gave us that opportunity. Our block, I think we finished. We won the blocking challenge. I think we had 11 blocks. They had 7. That's been a weakness, I think, for UNA in the past, is blocking. I think our blockers were just so ecstatic to know that they could do so well in blocking, and that really slowed a lot of balls down for us. We had a freshman libero who just picked up really, really well, did a great job, and I think having that block in front of us helped us with that, and just we got to play a lot of people, and I think we played 4 different right sides as an example, and to get that many people in the match and still win our first Division I contest, even though it's an exhibition, it's a big win for us because it's the first year ever the NCAA's allowed exhibition matches, and so it's set up just like a real game. The stats and everything are exactly the same, so it felt like a real match, and I think really gave our kids confidence going into this weekend.
Camp breaks on Tuesday. Classes start Wednesday, and the 2018 season opens on Friday. A busy week, a big week for your team. Heading down to Jacksonville State to play in the Jacksonville State volleyball tournament down there. What do you expect? Who are some of the teams that you all will see?
Well, we're gonna face Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas right away. I think the good news and the bad news for both of us is we don't know a lot about each other. Nobody does at this point. You really don't have any tape. After this weekend, we'll start getting some tapes on different teams, but you just kind of go in there and give it your best shot, and they give it their best shot. I think both of us have a disadvantage if it's a 9 a.m. match super early on the first day, and because of a football game right there, our hotel is 45 minutes away, so that means we're going to have to get up super early to be there. But I think that it'll be fun to get started, and then we place the host team later that afternoon, Jacksonville State. I think that's probably going to be our toughest match, probably for the whole time that we're there, only because it's their home court, and they don't have to do the traveling that we have to do back and forth to the hotels, what have you, and then Lamar the next day. So I think that again, we won't know a lot. We'll get to see those other 2 teams play, I guess, before, and we'll have that information. But it's really just giving it our best shot, putting our best people out there, do what we've been working on all preseason, and hope it's best. But we're using this. I mentioned this earlier in another interview. I think that we're really using this tournament season to help us prepare for the ASUN. We didn't get a spring. 11 new players. We'll have all those players with us next spring, so we'll get a spring. We didn't get a spring, so this is like our preseason and spring all wrapped in one bundle. And then when we get done this tournament season, we hope that we'll have a good idea and be ready to be competitive and represent ourselves in the ASUN.
An historic weekend for the North Alabama volleyball team coming up this week and opening up the Division I era down at Jacksonville State in a tournament. Be sure to visit RoarLions.com for all your updates with UNA Volleyball.